You know, the fun really never stops with guitar. It's always something to do. So, what do we got here? Number 105 in the book. We're making great progress. Okay, so keep dropping my picks on the floor. This guy is some rhythm guitar business here. Number 105 in the book. Did I say that? Yeah, okay. So, this is... I'll probably get a copyright notice on this because it sounds like so many songs. But I really don't know hardly any songs that go 2-2-4-4-5-5-4-4. To me, it's gotta be like this. This sounds really... I don't really agree with this. This just sounds so kind of wah 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 wah. It just sounds too nicey nice. It just sounds... It sounds goofy to me. Maybe if you swing it. Okay. So swinging, I'm kind of going like this. And swing has like kind of a bouncy feel. That fixes it. There's your A. So it's an A5, A6, A7. No thirds. That's okay. Still sounds weird. I'd go. But you know, we'll read what's in the book. But so I think you can read that. It sounds like many Chuck Berry songs or Rolling Stones songs or Stray Cats songs, rockabilly kind of country, or rock and roll or blues. Or even some crunchy power pop bands have used that kind of sound. It used to be every Cheap Trick song had a little bit of that in it. It was just in every rock song, almost. It's probably been overused a little bit, but if you didn't, it's a cliche, but it works, Let's say you didn't know the cliches. You're like, whoa, what's that? That'd be embarrassing. So you really have to know this. Here's an open string, hopefully he's going to take us into, A flat. There's no open string there, so you'd have to... You'd have to stretch your hand out a little bit. I've got a new student that's got a pretty big hand, and he's concerned about it. He's like, oh no, my hands are too big. At the same time, there's always somebody saying, my hands are too small. It don't really matter, because your neck is... It's not like you're having to normally stretch, Too big is if your fingertips are a little too fat, it is harder to get them in those little, between each, to where you're not touching the adjacent string, I guess, the parallel string. But the size of the neck, even if you have a thicker neck, that's more supportive. If you've got small hands and a thick neck, that's okay. It's just going to support this part of your hand. It doesn't matter how long your fingers are, is what I'm trying to say. Don't worry about that. Don't be hung up about that. Just worry about your notes, and don't get hung up on... Trust me, that's not an issue. That's not the problem. The problem is usually your timing is really understanding and practice of timing is not happening, or you're not thinking about your notes, or you're not, you know, practicing a wide variety of skills. That's why this book is awesome. It's going to fix a lot of that. If you can just stay. I'm noticing, you know, during this quarantine, I'm sticking with this book. I'm pretty satisfied. I feel like I'm getting a lot of contact with my instrument. I'm learning new things. I'm practicing new things. It's pretty cool, man. So, you know, I'm used to getting a pretty big buzz off of playing on a stage, you know, in front of crowds and traveling and setting up and playing loud with drums. Well, that's not happening, but this is happening, and I'm saying I'm not feeling horrible. I'm having fun with this book. You know, I'm used to a pretty, you know, loading up the van and driving quite a few hours to a lot of gigs, driving all night, setting up, playing, drinking beer, meeting a lot of people, selling a lot of CDs and t-shirts and albums. I'm used to a pretty active life in music. Right now, this is my life in music, but I'm recording too. So, stick with the book, stick with me, and let's have